Stop everything. The Scorpio Moon is not what you think. 5 shocking lunar warnings that are already affecting you. 6 means the 7th of July. The next 48 hours are absolutely crucial. This is not a drill. This is not another casual astrological forecast. What is happening in the sky tonight and tomorrow is a deep seismic, energetic event that is designed to shift your reality from the inside out. Most people will scroll past this. They'll see Scorpio Moon and think it just means a few intense emotions, a little bit of drama, and then they'll move on with their lives, completely oblivious to the psychic surgery that is being performed on the collective consciousness. But you are not most people. The fact that this message has found you right now is not an accident. It is a sign that your soul is ready for the truth. Before we dive into the hidden lunar secrets that will change everything, I need you to do 3 things immediately to anchor your energy and protect your field. First, like this video to send a signal of resonance out into the ether. Second, subscribe and turn on all notifications, because the downloads I'm receiving about the next few weeks are too urgent to miss. And third, go to the comments right now and type the number 444 to call in your spirit guides and create a shield of divine protection around you for what is to come. Do it now. We are opening a sacred container together. The energy you've been feeling for the past few days, that strange electric hum beneath the surface of reality, that feeling of being watched, that sudden pit in your stomach, the dreams that have become more vivid, more symbolic, almost uncomfortably real, that is not your imagination, that is the precursor. That is the shadow of the Scorpio Moon falling across your timeline before the event itself even peaks. This transit is not just about the moon passing through the constellation of Scorpio. It's a quantum activation. It's a portal, and it has been creaking open all week. On July 6th and 7th, that portal swings wide open, creating a direct, unfiltered conduit to the deepest, most hidden parts of your own psyche, and to the underworld of the collective unconscious. You are being invited to walk through a doorway, but what's on the other side depends entirely on what you are willing to face within yourself. This is the moon of the shaman, the psychologist, the detective, and the sorcerer. It doesn't deal in surface-level feelings, it deals in soul-level truth. And the first shocking truth, the first warning you must understand, is that this Scorpio moon is a cosmic mirror of absolute brutal honesty. It will not show you what you want to see, it will show you what you have been desperately trying to hide, even from yourself. Let's talk about this mirror. For the next 48 hours, every interaction, every thought, every feeling is a reflection. But it's not a normal mirror, it's a black scrying mirror. It absorbs all the light and shows you only the raw, undeniable core. If there is a crack in the foundation of your relationship, this moon will illuminate it. If your career is built on a motivation that is out of alignment with your soul, you will suddenly feel an unbearable sense of emptiness and dread when you think about it. If your self-image is a carefully constructed mask, this lunar energy will begin to peel it back, layer by painful layer. The warning here is not that things will fall apart, but that anything built on an illusion will have its illusion stripped away. You might feel a sudden, inexplicable wave of suspicion towards someone you trust. Do not immediately act on it, but do not ignore it. It is the moon revealing a hidden dynamic, an energetic truth, that your conscious mind has been refusing to acknowledge. You might look at your own habits, your own addictions, the ways you self-sabotage, and for the first time, you won't be able to lie to yourself about them anymore. The excuses will feel hollow. The justifications will evaporate. All that is left is the raw, naked truth. And your only job is to witness it without judgment. To simply say, I see. This is happening because the moon in Scorpio creates a direct resonance with its planetary ruler, Pluto. Think of Pluto as the great, cosmic recycler, the lord of the underworld, the celestial body that governs death, rebirth, and transformation at the deepest possible level. Pluto doesn't renovate, it demolishes the building so that something new, something authentic, can be built in its place. During this Scorpio moon, you are getting a direct, concentrated dose of Plutonian energy. It is a spiritual and psychic detox. It's designed to purge you of everything that is energetically stagnant, corrupt, or false within your system. This is why your dreams may have taken a dark turn. The monsters, the shadows, the chase sequences, that is your subconscious mind serving up the very things that need to be purged. These are not prophecies of doom. They are symbolic representations of the fears, traumas, and attachments that are being dredged up from the depths of your cellular memory to be healed and released. If you have been carrying ancestral trauma, patterns of scarcity, or a deep-seated belief that you are unworthy of love, this moon will bring it to the surface so powerfully that you can no longer ignore it. It will manifest as an intense gut-level feeling, a knot in your solar plexus, a weight on your heart. This is the poison being drawn out. Do not fear it. It is the first step of a profound alchemy. This brings us to the sacred echo. This is not the first time your soul has encountered this specific frequency of transformation. Think back. Think back to other pivotal, intense, soul-crushing yet soul-defining moments in your life. Moments of profound loss, betrayal, or ego death that ultimately forced you to become stronger, wiser, and more authentic. That was this same Scorpio-Pluto energy at work. This transit is a sacred echo of those times. It's a chance to revisit those old wounds, not to relive the pain, but to finally integrate the lesson and close the karmic loop for good. You may find old names, faces, and memories bubbling up from nowhere. An ex you haven't thought of in years. A family secret that has always been unspoken. A moment of shame you buried long ago. When these things surface, your job is not to push them back down. Your job is to breathe and whisper to that memory. I see you, I thank you, I release you. Each time you do this over the next 48 hours, you are literally rewriting your own energetic code. You are freeing up life force energy that has been trapped for years, even decades, frozen in time by unresolved trauma. This is not just emotional work, it is quantum work. You are healing your past to liberate your future. This is the profound gift hidden within the intensity of this moment. If you are ready to face the truth this Scorpio moon is bringing, to look into that cosmic mirror without fear, I want you to pause and type "I receive the truth" in the comments below. This isn't just a comment, it's a declaration to the universe. It's a contract with your higher self. It's you saying that you are no longer willing to live a life based on comfortable lies or convenient illusions. You are ready for the raw, unfiltered, and ultimately liberating power of what is real. By typing those words, you are anchoring your intention to pass through this portal with courage and emerge on the other side with clarity. You are choosing to be an active participant in your own evolution. Now let's talk about the second shocking warning, which is the absolute necessity of solitude and the danger of projection. During this transit, the emotional and psychic atmosphere is thick with unprocessed energy. Everyone is feeling this intensity, whether they are conscious of it or not. For those who are not awake, this energy will manifest as blame, suspicion, jealousy, rage, and a desperate need to control others. You must be incredibly discerning about who you spend your energy with over the next 48 hours. Avoid arguments. Avoid emotionally charged conversations about sensitive topics. Why? Because it's highly likely that you will become a screen for other people's shadow projections. They won't be seeing you, they'll be seeing their own unhealed father wound, their own fear of betrayal, their own inner demons. And you, in your heightened state of sensitivity, will be a psychic sponge, absorbing it all. This is a time for sacred solitude, for journaling, for walking in nature, for listening to high-frequency music. You need to create a hermetically sealed container for your own process. The urge you feel to cancel plans, to be alone, to not answer the phone, that is your intuition screaming at you. It is your soul's self-preservation mechanism. Honor it. It is not antisocial, it is profoundly spiritual. This is your work to do, and you cannot do it effectively if you are swimming in the murky waters of someone else's unhealed shadow. Protect your energy field as if your life depends on it, because on a spiritual level it absolutely does. This intense need for energetic sovereignty brings us directly to the third shocking warning, which is about the power and poison of secrets. Scorpio is the keeper of all that is hidden. It governs the realms of the occult, classified information, deep psychological complexes, and the secrets we keep from the world and from ourselves. During this lunar transit, the veil between the known and the unknown becomes incredibly thin. Information that has been buried deep is now actively trying to surface. This is a time of shocking revelations. You may overhear a conversation you were not meant to hear. You might be scrolling through your phone and stumble upon a piece of information that changes everything. You could have a dream that so vividly reveals a deception that you wake up with a feeling of absolute certainty in your gut. This is not the universe being cruel. It is the universe seeking balance. Secrets create an energetic imbalance. They are pockets of stagnant, charged energy that fester in the dark. The Scorpio Moon is a cosmic antiseptic. It floods those dark corners with an unblinking light, forcing the secret out into the open so that the energy can finally be resolved and integrated. Be prepared for truths to emerge in your own life and on the world stage. Pay attention to the news cycle over the next few days. You will see scandals break, whistleblowers come forward, and hidden agendas exposed. This is the macrocosm reflecting the microcosm of what is happening within you. On a personal level, you may suddenly feel an overwhelming compulsion to confess a secret you have been carrying. Or conversely, someone may confess something to you. When this happens, understand the sacred responsibility you hold. This is not gossip. This is a soul's fragile truth being placed in your hands. Hold it with compassion, without judgment. The warning here is to not get caught in the drama of the revelation, but to see the deeper energetic truth. A blockage is being cleared. The most powerful thing you can do is to be a neutral, compassionate witness. Furthermore, if your intuition is screaming at you that something is being hidden from you, trust that instinct. You don't need to go digging or become a detective in the physical world. Your job is to go inward. Sit in meditation and ask your higher self, what truth is seeking to be known through me right now? The answer may not come in words. It may come as a feeling, an image, a symbol. Trust it. Your psychic senses are heightened to a level you may have never experienced before. This leads us to the fourth lunar warning, which is the unavoidable confrontation with power, control, and manipulation. This is perhaps the most challenging and transformative aspect of the Scorpio Moon. Scorpio energy is fundamentally about power, not just the superficial power of status or money, but the raw, primal, Plutonian power of life force itself. It's the power of creation and destruction, of sex, of death and rebirth. For the next 48 hours, every power dynamic in your life will be placed under a microscope and amplified 1,000 times. Where do you give your power away? Do you shrink yourself to make others comfortable? Do you silence your own truth to keep the peace in a relationship? Do you stay in a job that is soul-crushing because you fear the perceived power of your boss or the institution? The Scorpio Moon will make these dynamics so excruciatingly uncomfortable that you can no longer tolerate them. You will feel a visceral primal rage bubbling up, a rage against your own self-abandonment. Conversely, you must also look at where you try to exert control over others. Are you manipulating situations to get your way? Are you using emotional leverage to make a partner or a child do what you want? Are you obsessed with a specific outcome, trying to force the universe's hand? These patterns of control are born from fear, the fear of vulnerability, the fear of abandonment, the fear of not being enough. This moon will hold up a mirror to these shadow behaviors, and you will not like what you see. It can be a humbling, even shameful experience. But again, this is not a punishment. It is an invitation. It is an invitation to release the false power of control and step into the true power of sovereignty. Sovereign power is not power over anything or anyone. It is the power that comes from within. It is the unshakable knowing of who you are. It is the alignment of your thoughts, words, and actions with your soul's integrity. It is the courage to be radically authentic, even if it means standing alone. The next 48 hours are a training ground for this sovereignty. You will be tested. Situations will arise that tempt you to fall back into old patterns of powerlessness or control. Your test is to observe the trigger, feel the emotion, and choose a different response. The response of the sovereign being. If you feel this deep cellular call to step out of the karmic games of power and control and to reclaim the throne of your own life, I want you to go to the comments right now and declare, "I reclaim my power." Feel the energy of those words as you type them. This is not just a comment. It is a powerful affirmation. It is you telling the universe and your own subconscious mind that you are no longer available for energetic vampirism, for manipulation, or for self-betrayal. You are calling all of your life force energy back to you, from all timelines, dimensions, and relationships where you may have left it behind. This is a profound act of spiritual self-love. Do it now and feel the shift. This reclamation of power has a very practical, real-world dimension, because Scorpio also rules the domain of shared resources, taxes, debts, inheritance, and the wealth of others. This is the domain of energetic exchange. Therefore, this transit will shine a brilliant, unforgiving light on your relationship with money and abundance. But not just your surface-level finances, it will go much, much deeper. It will expose the subconscious beliefs and ancestral patterns that dictate your financial reality. Do you have a deep-seated belief that money is dirty or unspiritual? Do you feel a sense of shame or guilt around wealth? Are you trapped in a cycle of debt that feels impossible to escape? These are not just financial problems, they are spiritual problems. They are energetic blockages rooted in trauma, often inherited trauma passed down through your family line. The Scorpio Moon is an opportunity for a profound financial purge. It is a time to look your debts, both literal and energetic, straight in the eye. It is a time to get brutally honest about your spending habits and to understand the emotions that drive them. Are you spending out of boredom, loneliness, or a feeling of emptiness? This is the shadow work that is required to build true, sustainable, soul-aligned wealth. This isn't about manifesting a lottery win, it's about clearing the internal channels so that you can become a worthy and clear vessel for the flow of universal abundance. You may feel a sudden urge to organize your finances, to pay off a nagging debt, or to have a difficult but necessary conversation about money with a partner. This is the energy at work. Follow that impulse. It is a sacred calling to bring integrity and consciousness to this vital area of your life. And this brings us to the fifth, and perhaps most misunderstood, shocking warning of the Scorpio Moon. This is not just a mental or emotional event, it is a profoundly physical one. Your body is the vessel for your soul, and it is the ultimate record keeper of your entire life experience. Every trauma, every joy, every unspoken word is stored not just in your mind, but in your tissues, your muscles, your very cells. The phrase "the body keeps the score" is not just a psychological concept, it is a spiritual and energetic reality. And right now, during this potent Scorpio Moon transit, your body is undergoing a deep, cellular level purge. This is the alchemy that happens when Pluto's transformative power meets the watery, intuitive nature of the moon. It is literally shaking the old stories out of your physical form. So if you have been feeling an inexplicable, bone-deep exhaustion, do not be alarmed. This is not laziness. Your energetic body is working overtime, processing and releasing decades of dense energy. You are not just tired, you are undergoing a spiritual metamorphosis, and that is profoundly exhausting work. Pay close attention to where the energy is showing up in your body. Scorpio rules the sacral chakra, the center of creativity, sexuality, and raw emotion, as well as the reproductive and eliminatory systems of the body. You might be experiencing strange aches and pains in your hips, lower back, and pelvic region. This is where we physically store our deepest wounds around relationships, intimacy, shame, and survival. The Scorpio Moon is activating these areas, bringing the stagnant energy to the surface so it can be moved and released. You might also notice your digestive system acting up. This is your body's physical attempt to eliminate what no longer serves you. This is a time to be incredibly gentle with yourself. Hydrate more than usual. Water is the element of Scorpio, and it is the ultimate conduit for emotional and energetic cleansing. Eat clean, simple foods. Avoid heavy processed substances that will only add to the toxic load your body is already trying to clear. Some of you might even be experiencing stirrings of what is known as Kundalini energy, a feeling of heat or electricity moving up your spine. This is the raw primal life force energy, the serpent power that is intrinsically linked to Scorpio, being awakened from its slumber at the base of your root chakra. If this is happening, do not be afraid. Simply breathe, stay grounded, and allow the energy to move. It is rewiring your entire system for a higher frequency. This profound physical and energetic process has a direct impact on our most intimate connections. Scorpio is the sign of soul-level merging. It craves a depth of intimacy that transcends the physical and touches the realm of the soul. During this moon, you are being forced to conduct a soul audit of your relationships. The warning here is that any connection built on superficiality, convenience, or unspoken power games will begin to feel utterly intolerable. You will feel a deep, aching hunger for truth, for raw vulnerability, for a connection where your shadow is as welcome as your light. This is why relationships may feel incredibly intense right now. Arguments may erupt over seemingly small things, but they are never about the small things. They are about the deep, underlying needs that are not being met. The Scorpio moon rips the polite mask off of our interactions and demands, what is really going on here? What is the unspoken truth in the space between us? This transit will clearly illuminate the difference between a true soul connection and a karmic entanglement. A soul connection, even when it is challenging, will feel like it is ultimately pushing both of you toward growth, healing, and greater authenticity. There is a foundation of deep love and respect, even in the conflict. A karmic entanglement, on the other hand, will feel like a trap. It will be characterized by cycles of drama, manipulation, control, and a feeling of being drained. You will feel stuck in a repeating pattern that never resolves. This Scorpio moon is a cosmic pattern interrupter. It provides the energetic charge needed to finally break free from these debilitating ties. This can be painful. It can feel like tearing a part of yourself away. But you must understand that what you are leaving behind is not love, it is a lesson. And once the lesson is learned, you must have the courage to walk away. This is the time to ask yourself, does this connection expand my soul, or does it diminish my light? The answer you feel in your gut, in your body, during these next 48 hours is the truth. To navigate this intense inner landscape, you must engage in conscious shadow work. This is not the time for spiritual bypassing or good vibes only. This is a time for radical self-inquiry. I want you to take out a journal and create a sacred space, light a candle, and I want you to ask yourself these questions with brutal honesty. What secret am I keeping, even from myself? What am I most terrified of losing, and why? Where in my life am I still seeking approval or validation from others? Who or what holds power over me, and what am I afraid will happen if I take that power back? Write down whatever comes up without censoring it. Let the darkness flow onto the page. This is not to dwell in negativity. This is an act of liberation. By giving your shadow a voice, you take away its unconscious power over you. You are bringing the demons into the light, and in the light, you can see that they are not monsters. They are wounded parts of you that are simply asking to be seen, heard, and integrated. If you are brave enough to do this work, to sit with the uncomfortable truths and face the parts of yourself you have denied, I want you to declare your courage to the universe. Go to the comments and type, I surrender and I trust. This is your acknowledgement that you cannot control this process, but you can trust it. You are surrendering the ego's need to know the outcome and trusting the wisdom of your soul's journey. You are agreeing to be the alchemist, willing to walk through the fire of transformation, knowing that you will emerge purified on the other side. This is an act of profound faith in yourself and in the divine intelligence of the cosmos. Finally, it is essential to understand the sacred technology of water during this time. As a water sign, Scorpio's energy is fluid, deep, and purifying. The most powerful rituals you can perform over the next 48 hours involve water. Take a sacred bath. Add Epsom salts or sea salt to the water to help physically and energetically draw out toxins. As you lie in the water, visualize it absorbing all the heavy emotions, all the old pain, all the energetic cords that are being severed. When you are done, as you let the water drain, visualize all of that density going with it, down the drain, to be neutralized and recycled by the earth. Drink water with intention. Before you take a sip, hold the glass in your hands and infuse it with the prayer, I am clear, I am fluid, I am free. Feel the water cleansing you from the inside out. If you can, spend time near a natural body of water, a lake, a river, the ocean. Let its immense powerful presence remind you of the depth and power of your own emotional and spiritual nature. You are not just a drop in the ocean, you are the entire ocean in a drop. This Scorpio moon is your remembrance of that truth. Now we must speak of the future. This intense transformative event is not happening in a vacuum. It is not just about getting through the next 48 hours. This Scorpio moon is a critical turning point, a powerful moment of initiation that is setting the energetic stage for the rest of your year and beyond. What you face, heal, and release now directly determines the timeline you will walk into. Think of it as a karmic checkpoint. The universe is pausing to ask you, are you ready to graduate? Are you ready to let go of the old story and step into a new paradigm of existence? The choices you make in this narrow window, the choice to face the truth, the choice to reclaim your power, the choice to release what is toxic, are incredibly potent. You are planting seeds in the fertile, dark soil of this Scorpio moon, and what you plant now will grow with astonishing speed. If you plant seeds of fear, control, and denial, you will find yourself locked into repeating cycles of the same old struggles. But if you plant seeds of courage, authenticity, and radical self-love, you are creating the foundation for a future that is more aligned, more abundant, and more soulfully satisfying than you can currently imagine. The energy of this transit will not simply vanish after July 7th. The portal may close, but the ripples of this event will continue to recalibrate your life for weeks and even months to come. Over the next few days, as the intensity of the moon wanes, you will enter a period of integration. This is a time of profound stillness and quiet clarity. The storm will have passed, and you will be standing in the aftermath, surveying the landscape of your life. Some things will have been washed away. A relationship may have ended. A job may suddenly feel impossible to return to. A long-held belief may have crumbled. Do not see this as loss. See it as clearing. You have created space. This is the sacred void, the fertile ground from which the new can now begin to sprout. Your intuition will be sharper and clearer than ever before. The subtle whispers you might have previously ignored will now sound like undeniable commands from your soul. Trust them. This is your new, upgraded internal guidance system coming online. Pay very close attention to your dreams in the week following this moon. They will no longer be filled with the dark, purging imagery of the transit itself. Instead, they will begin to show you glimpses of the future. They will be filled with symbols of your next chapter. People you have yet to meet, places you are destined to go, skills you are meant to develop. Keep a dream journal by your bed and write down everything you can remember the moment you wake up. Do not try to analyze it with your logical mind. Just capture the images, the feelings, the symbols. These are love letters from your future self, breadcrumbs left on your path to guide you forward. The universe is showing you the potential that has been unlocked by the deep work you have just done. It is showing you what is now possible because you were brave enough to walk through the fire. This is why this moment is so much more than what most people think. They see Scorpio moon, and they brace for impact. But the awakened soul understands that this is not an impact to be braced for, but an initiation to be embraced. It is a sacred opportunity to die to an old version of yourself, so that a more powerful, more authentic, more divinely connected version can be born. This is the ultimate promise of Scorpio's alchemy. From the ashes of the old, the phoenix rises. You are that phoenix. The intensity, the secrets, the power struggles, the release, it was all part of the sacred fire of your own rebirth. You are not the same person you were before you clicked on this video. The frequency of this information, combined with the potency of the lunar energy, has already activated a profound shift within your consciousness. You have been given the keys, you have been shown the doorway. The only question that remains is, will you have the courage to use them? Will you have the courage to walk through? Before we close this sacred container, I want you to perform one final act of intention. Think about the single biggest piece of baggage you have been carrying. The one fear, the one limiting belief, the one karmic pattern that you are now, finally, ready to release forever. Get a clear image of it in your mind. Feel its weight. Acknowledge it for the lesson it has taught you. And now, I want you to go to the comments one last time and write, "I am free." As you type those words, I want you to take a deep, powerful breath in, and on the exhale, I want you to visualize yourself physically dropping that baggage. See it fall away from you. See the energetic cords connecting you to it, dissolving into light. Feel the immediate sense of lightness in your spirit, in your body. This is more than a comment. This is a ritual. It is a declaration of your emancipation. You are an active co-creator in this process of liberation. Remember, the universe does not give you challenges you cannot handle. It gives you initiations you are ready for. The very fact that you are here, that you have listened to this entire message, is proof that your soul is ready for this upgrade. You are being called to a higher level of existence, a life lived from a place of unshakable truth and sovereign power. The next 48 hours are the crucible. They are the final exam. Do not be afraid of the intensity. Lean into it. It is the pressure that turns a lump of coal into a diamond. You are that diamond. Your brilliance has been hidden under layers of conditioning, fear, and trauma. This Scorpio moon is the divine pressure needed to crack that old shell and reveal the magnificent, radiant light that has always been within you. If this message has resonated with you on a soul level, if it has felt like a deep remembering of a truth you already knew, please make sure you are subscribed to this channel. The energetic shifts are accelerating, and you do not want to navigate them alone. Share this video with anyone you know who is sensitive, who is on a spiritual path, because they are feeling this too, and they need this validation and guidance. You are a lighthouse for others, and by sharing this truth, you amplify the light for everyone. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for your courage. Thank you for doing the work. The journey ahead is extraordinary, and it begins now.